All right, family. We live with the general. You already know what time it is. We got that fire today. We're gonna be talking about you got these Chud to build the clones out there. You understand, men? They thinking they can pop up. They punks. You know what I'm saying? They punks, but they out there. And that just show you how stupid they is. You got these little stunt mans that pop up every time, one fall, here come another dummy, that want to lose big time. And that's what's gonna happen. And so you got this guy, I seen the video. I wouldn't even give him no I wouldn't even put the video up. It ain't even, but to show you that you have to be aware at all times. You know what I'm saying? This guy gonna go to sleep because he gonna try to test the wrong person and they gonna knock him out. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be asleep somewhere. He didn't even really have no juice. He just out there want to pretend. But I seen the video and he just want to pretend because I already know he wasn't even really trying to press the issue, because he know damn well somebody ready to go ahead and give him a three-piece and a biscuit right now. He ready to tap out of that already. Chud the Builder, he one of them egotistical Neanderthals. And see, he had to learn the hard way. But you gonna have a lot of clones. I was watching this one video where this brother was talking about, man, some Mexicans and shit was trying to start some shit in the hood with him. He was he looked like an OG. He wasn't no, he wasn't so old where he couldn't put hands on nobody, but he looked like he was in his 50s. He looked like he was in his 50s, you know what I'm saying? But he still looked like he could put the monster mash down. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, he was saying that they was at the gas station talking, cash shit, he was just a bystander looking, I guess trying to check on another young brother who they was trying to, get a little, they were trying to get slick with him, you know what I'm saying? And I guess the OG was in the background just looking just to make sure, didn't know, no sucker shit pop off. You know what I'm saying? And so but see, that just show you that they riding around and everybody is in their feelings right now. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody is in their feelings. And so before we get started, family, I want to make sure y'all check me out on Patreon, man. We got some fire over there. I don't want you to miss this because the visuals, the information is really off the chain. We talking about the Dragon Kings of Kemet, the rise of African consciousness. This is a black comedic, alchemy, metaphysical breakdown, for our family, the mysteries. Yeah, they say the mysteries. And so we tapping in. And also, I want you to get over there and check out the ancient Kemetic science of solar melanin divinity. Both of them is gonna be tomorrow. And so tap in, and they both up there. Tap in, do not miss it. That's right. Yeah, so you got a lot of clones out there that could try you in the street. That's why I want you to be all the way a soldier for the rest of the year into the next year. You got to be a soldier. You know what I'm saying? If you can't, and you still should be physical to a certain degree. I don't care how old you is. You want to be able to hold the motherfucking, as sturdy as possible. You know what I'm saying? And so whatever you got to do, to keep the body strong, you want to be able to let that motherfucker go, and you don't want your arm to move. So you know what I'm saying? So when you put it up there, and you get the bus and you want that arm, don't never go. You want to be able to hold it straight out there. That's what make you put that shit on a nigga. When that arm go out and and you can hold it, and you know what I'm saying, and it don't jump. You see what I'm saying? And don't jump. You put, and when you put and you see that damn when you look and you put that damn crosshairs on the motherfucker, and and you can hold it. You feel what I'm saying? And you bust, and your arm don't move. See, that's when you hit the target. You feel me? All that coiling and shit you hit and the motherfucker going, yeah, you aim at a motherfucker, you end up shooting a pigeon in the sky and shit. You one of them niggas and shit. You know what I'm saying? You aim for a nigga on the ground and when you shoot, the gun go up in the air and you end up hitting the goddamn seagull and shit. You know? God damn, man. I ain't tell you to go duck hunting. The motherfucker run off and you know what I'm saying and shit like that. Yeah. So and then you want to be able to have, your legs up under you, be able to have a strong stance, man. When you physical, you think different. You think in strength. When you weak, you think in weakness. And I don't care. It don't make no difference how old you is. There's a program for you. Yeah, that just like Ray said, they got Tai Chi. They've been showing the Tai Chi bit and shit. I'm thinking about doing some Tai Chi. You feel me? Along with other things, but I do like the Tai Chi. You know what I'm saying? I just like the flow of it. You know what I'm saying? I just like the flow of it. I'm most definitely thinking about doing me some Tai Chi my damn self, along with a whole lot of other stuff. But you need to be doing something. You need to be doing some physicality. If you're out there, you ain't got no weight, then find you a park that got some bars and shit. You know what I'm saying? And go over to the park, go get you some and do you some bar work. You know what I'm saying? That's free. You know what I'm saying? And that shit touch you for real. That bar work will touch you for real. Just doing the pull ups, doing the chin ups, and uh the uh the dips and everything else. You know what I'm saying? They got all that over there. You know what I'm saying? Find you one of them good parks. They got a lot of some of the equipment, the bar, different kind of bars, that you can work out on. Some of them be having them outdoor machines that you can just do outdoors. And so that'll get you together too. That can get you together. You see what I'm saying? And but find you something and get you some weights that go in the house and you can go right on YouTube. You see what I'm saying? Where we at? I see family and I didn't see. Let me check over in there. I thought I seen some family saying, wait a minute. Uh, um, Hold on, I seen something. I seen somebody over on in the, yeah. South Africa. Yeah, South Africa. Oh, okay. I see you over there from South Africa. I thought I seen. I was looking on my and I seen it in family. What's up, South Africa? You in the house? Yeah. You feel me? Yeah, yeah. Anyway, yeah, you got to get you some weights. Squat jumps, yeah, them will get you together, most definitely. Oh yeah, that's high power. Them squat jumps. Them explode, them have you explosive and shit. You had to jump when you jump off in a nigga chest, you jump off explosive. You know what I'm saying? So anything and everything, but in the day and age when you can go up on damn YouTube and you can see, I mean, you can go up on YouTube and get a goddamn program. You know what I'm saying? You can go up on YouTube right now and get a damn program, and you should do that. And you can go up there and what it don't make no difference. Get you some weights, but get you some small. You ain't got to have it, but if you're strong enough, make sure you got some motherfucking weights, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I got me, even if you got one set or dumbbells, nigga. Get you some 50s. Make it count. Make it count. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Make sure if you're gonna get you some light ones, but make sure you have at least one set of heavy ones. You know what I'm saying? Where you can use them with that one set damn near to do the whole body. It'll get you together. Get you some 50s and shit, and you just gotta get strong, nigga, and be able to curl them, do your squats, do your back, doing your show. You can do them all. You can do everything with them 50s, and you will be tight, But most definitely, you got some clowns. I say clones, but you got some clowns out here that might want to test you. And if if you can still, that don't mean your physicality don't mean you have to go to your physicality. That's there for you to be able to make sure you spray that mace strong. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to just, it ain't for, it's for your physical presence. That whatever you have to do, you do it in strength. When your body is strong, your mind is strong. You don't think in weakness. You don't think, when you weak, you think in weakness. You think in defeat. You're gonna be ready to take flight. But when you strong, you gonna think in with strength, and you gonna know to grab whatever you need to grab and go to work. And so get strong as you do that, and make sure you got a strong regimen. Don't be weak with it. Make sure you get you a good strong 30 minutes a day. That's all it takes. For y'all that need an hour most definitely will get you together. 30 minutes will get you together. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all that just want to do push-ups, you make sure you, if you're gonna do them, make sure you do enough of 'em. 150 in the morning, 150 at night. Make sure you get at least 300. You could do that. Wake up, get you 150, wake up and go straight to work. Get that 150, and then later on, you know what I'm saying? Get you another 150 before you go and lay down. And if you keep doing that within 2 weeks, man, you're going to transform. You will transform just doing that. You will transform. You be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Everything will start coming together. So for the brothers out there, this is for you, that your time of being weak is over with, that they gonna try you out here. They gonna try you. And don't get caught, in a moment of weakness. That's all and I didn't told you, and I'm not gonna tell you again. Get your ass to work immediately. And if you can't get 150, start anywhere. Nigga, if you ain't been doing them, if you do 25 today, do 30 the next day, do 35 the next day, add 5 every day. That's all, that's all you had to do. If you can't do but 20, add 5 the next day. You see, even if you can't do them all at one time, you understand what I'm saying? Hey, come back and get them, but get your 25, then add 5 the next day, get 30. You see what I'm saying? And keep going up 5 every day until you get up to, where you want to be able to, you want to be able to bang 50 off the rip. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I used to be able to get, when I did push, because I like to do weights. But when I was in shit, I was trying to get 70. I could get about 70, 75 at one time when I was doing them every day and shit. But after about like shit, about a month and a half, I had got to where I was doing damn near 75 of them. You know what I'm saying? Shit, 75 and shit. I felt good. You know what I'm saying? And you could do it too, family. And so for the brotherhood out there, keep your eyes open. Make sure you get over there to Patreon, family. We got that file over there. I don't want you to miss it because I done put a lot of work into this. And so that's right, ancient Kemetic science of solar melanin divinity, and the dragon kings of Kemet, the rise of African consciousness. Man, we gonna show out, family. Don't you dare miss it. Let me get back. Don't you dare miss it. And I'll be right black, family. Black power. What Ray say? Yeah, calisthenics is, but I've been lifting weights a long time. I know how to do it, to keep that shit off my joints. You know what I'm saying? I know how, yeah, the calisthenics is much better for you, especially, for the joints. Yeah, it is. But it's some of us that know how to, if you don't know how to lift, then you most definitely need it. But I like them all, you know what I'm saying? Because, I get a good stretch from them all, you know what I'm saying? I know how to deal with it. But anyway, family, I'll see y'all in a minute. Black Power.